Hey, thanks for returning. This is Andrew with Insurance Gems coming back live with another video. Today's topic is what your insurance policy is not. That's correct, is not. So your insurance policy works in conjunction with obviously the coverages that you select. I talked about that in my last video. You're responsible if you want your car or your home protected. You are responsible for selecting the appropriate coverages. Homeowners policies are a little bit different because they're a little bit more expansive, and I'll touch on that. But as far as car insurance is concerned, you have those coverages we talked about: comprehensive and collision. That's your main coverage that's going to cover damages that occur to your vehicle. So let's take a collision coverage, for instance. So collision coverage covers you in the event that you get hit by somebody or you hit somebody. That's really the main purpose. But what oftentimes happens is people will file one claim, but they have multiple areas of damage on their vehicle. And the way insurance policies are written is they're on a per occurrence basis, which means one event has to happen, or if one event happens, that is one claim. If another subsequent event happens, that is a second claim. Now, insurance companies do have a way to combine multiple events into one claim if they happened kind of in sequence. So I'll give you an example. If you are stopped at a red light, there's a car in front of you, you get rear-ended. The car from behind you pushes you into, or first they hit you and then you get pushed into the car in front of you. That is going to result in rear end damages and front end damages, right? So that is technically two separate events, but the insurance company will combine that into one claim and cover the damage on both the front and the rear on the same claim. Now, why is this important? Because you'll have customers that try to inflate their damages. So you do have a legitimate claim. Let's say you hit a pole. That's a legitimate one-time occurrence type of claim. But then somebody will add on, well, I hit the pole and then my transmission went out. I hit the pole and then my windshield cracked. I hit the pole and then my oil pan busted. I hit the pole and then my tire went flat. So these are claims that have to be substantiated and investigated further. Because generally speaking, if you're backing out of a McDonald's, drive-through or going through a drive-through and you hit a pole or scrape a pole, your transmission is not going to be impacted by that. So what your insurance policy is not a warranty. I repeat, it is not a warranty. So you are covering, or you are paying them, the insurance company, for coverage. In exchange for the premium, they are providing you coverage. But when you start getting into the meat and potatoes of the policy, it actually talks about that coverage is provided on a per occurrence basis. So what you can't do is already have pre-existing damages or wear and tear rather on your vehicle and then try to tie that in to your insurance claim. It just does not work that way. And that's actually a level of fraud. And I'm going to do a video on SIU, which is the Special Investigation Unit, fraudulent claims, and how you can get caught and really what can happen if you do that. Insurance companies and the policies specifically tell you, again, what's going to be covered, and it also details out what's excluded. And so you're going to get into the situation where if you have an issue with the vehicle. So I'll give you a specific example. Nissan. All right. The new Nissan Altimas, Rogues, Maximas, anything that they have that CVT transmission in is a known failure point for Nissan. It's a horrible transmission. I feel sorry for you if you are financing an Altima, because they go down in value and they have major problems with that CVT transmission. Now, I've handled claims before where a customer was in a low impact, low speed collision where they were rear-ended, barely in the back. And as a result of that small impact that only dented the bumper, I had the customer also say that his transmission was now slipping. As I investigated it further, you find out it's a 2012 Nissan Rogue, which is notorious for a bad CVT transmission. So ultimately, the customer had to pay out of pocket to go to the dealer to get the vehicle diagnosed, only for us to deny or partially deny his claim for the damage to the transmission, which was caused by an internal failure. Now, there are ways to get stuff like that covered. Essentially, if he was pushed into something or pushed up onto a curb, that could have damaged the exterior of the transmission and cracked the housing. But when you don't have any damage to the exterior and it's only internal, that's how insurance companies know it was a pre-existing issue. So I'm gonna sum this video up with just saying that your insurance policy is not a warranty policy. They don't owe you any kind of, it's not an extended warranty, okay? You can contact your manufacturer or your dealership for your extended warranties, and you might have some luck there. Thank you. Stay tuned for the next video.